All right, here's part one. Remember, the core of the Rubik's Cube is the centers. So this is always going to be our top core, which is the white. Opposite of that is the yellow. We have the green and we have the blue. If you put your fingers on these and try to move them, you can feel that they do make up the core of the cube. Everything else swivels around this core. These are solid, and these are the placements of them that are non-changeable. All right, our first step is to create a white cross here. It doesn't matter if there's other whites on the corners or anything like that. We just want to create this white cross. And so this is the process for doing it. It's a little bit of logic and just looking at where things are and making those changes. So what we're going to do is we're going to look and identify some things like right here. Remember, this doesn't move, so this is perfectly in place. If it happened to be over here, then all we have to do is rotate it where it needs to go. All right, this one right here, yes, white is on the top, but it's not in the right location. And so I need to move it down to somewhere else. So the way that we're going to do that is we're just going to rotate it underneath. Okay, and now that it's on the bottom, I'm going to move it. Where I notice that red is my other color, I'm going to move it to the section with the red. Okay, and now that it's here, I can just rotate this side up. Okay, so we're going to look at more middle edge pieces here. And obviously you can tell it's made up of these edge pieces and corners, and that's really the cube. So we're looking for middle pieces that have white on them. So these are corners, I'm going to ignore them. Okay, so here's a middle piece with white on it. It's not facing the same way and it's not in the right location. So I want to be able to do what we're trying to do, I need the white down here on the bottom. So you can see the way that I can do that is I can basically rotate the center down, and then before moving it back up again, I can rotate it out of the way. Okay, so you can be rotating the center, or you can do something like this where you, instead of rotating just the center down, look how these sides are technically moving this way. Okay, so you can sort of get comfortable with how you'd like to do that, but essentially I move this one up and this one up, and it's basically the same thing as rotating that down. Okay, so again, if you look, I need this piece to be facing down so I can do that rotation. So I'm moving it down like that. The same move, just looking a little bit different, is moving the outside ones instead, and it does the same thing. It puts it down below. I'm going to move it out of the way, and then I'm going to bring the middle back up again. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, you can see that I actually have the white on the bottom like I want. So I'm going to go and find the blue side, which is right here. Now that it's on the correct side, I can rotate it up in that section. So the last one I need is I need this orange and white one. So you have to look for it. There it is. And since it's right there, all I have to do is rotate it up and we're good to go. Okay. So I have my white cross with everything where it needs to go. Now, these don't matter. We're not even paying attention to those right now. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're now going to go to the next step, which is putting our corners where they belong.